Hey guys, David here from RapidQS. So we're just about to head down to Kawakawa Bay in Cleveland. Now if you're not from Auckland, it's about an hour 20 south of the CBD. We're going down to see Christina and Lance from Hutton Builders. We've been in touch with them. They've just completed a really cool sort of 3-phase project: internal renovation, an extension, and a fales sleep out area. We're gonna go talk everything, good, bad, ugly, and more importantly, if they made money. Hey, I'm David, nice to meet you.
Hey Dave, I'm Mark.
How are you? Nice to meet you.
It's Yana.
How are you, Yana? This is Ben.
Hey Ben.
How's things? How long were you in talks with this is for an architect day?
Yeah, this was with Tour up in Auckland.
Yeah.
So we were, it was probably a year, like we're a year of sort of planning, and because we were sort of involved with the first part, like the pricing and that sort of stuff before it went into council. And then council and all that, because it was a bit more of a technical build, it was a bit to and fro with council and getting that all through. Yeah.
So sorry, did the client come to you direct and then you engaged Toa?
We were through Toa, yeah.
Ah, okay, cool.
So Toa, and we met the clients, we did like all the initial meet and greets with the clients by ourselves, and then formed the relationship from there. Yeah.
Have you done a job with Toa before?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm keen to talk a little bit about this job and then maybe go into more some businessy aspects, but maybe you want to lead the charge, give us a rundown on this. What was the inspiration?
Am I running down?
No, give me a rundown. Keen to talk specifics.
So this is actually renovation. So this is the main house here behind you. So that was renovated and extended. It was this bit here that we extended on.
So how long was this portion of the project?
That was probably a good 8 months.
8 months,
yeah.
So we had to pretty much dig underneath the whole house, re-prop it up, new bearers, steel. Then we basically had to prop the second story and build underneath it and lower the second story back down on top of it.
What did you get like a house lifter's propping model, or just
we just used scaffold basically.
Scaffold,
and propped it all up and build underneath the new walls and all the steel, and then basically let the house back down again on top of it.
So was this in planning while this was going on, or did this start while that was working?
We got the roof enclosed in on this, then we carried on section after section.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Because the clients wanted to get to move into here.
Yeah, for sure.
And then we'll finish that off, and then we're doing the...
so they're here now?
Yes, they're in here.
Yeah, nice.
Here now.
Okay, cool.
So as it was designed as 3, it was all designed in together for the flow and the link between the 3 buildings. So we started on that, but then, it was all designed as one.
To work as one project.
Okay.
So was that a total of 8 months?
Yeah, about 8 months.
Did that work to budget what you'd estimated?
Oh gosh.
Give us the good and the bad, man, because it never goes,
I think there's a lot of hurdles in it, but we had to pull a few things out to meet budget.
Yeah.
So some of the stuff that they wanted, they couldn't get for the budget. So we could still spend it on the rest of it. So
I see.
we had to pull out the fireplace.
Okay, cool.
We did tweak a few
the fireplace
things.
is not in there.
Yeah.
So
it was all
heat pumps instead.
All the second fix, final fix stuff was stuff you had to.
It's kind of been a bit of a sliding scale, I suppose, because we've sort of come back to budgets quite a bit on this one to be like, where are we sitting? Okay, do we need to cut stuff out? Do we need to rework stuff to keep it under control?
Yeah, otherwise you're only going to get that portion of the work. But if you can put more effort into spreading the budget, you're going to get all the rest of the job.
I think at the end of the job we'll be right on budget.
That's good.
Yeah. With renovation it's always hard too, because I think when we first walked through we were going to keep a lot of jib and we were going to keep a lot of stuff inside, and then when we got into it we couldn't. It wasn't realistic to do that. Even the foundations, we had guys under there for weeks hand digging,
That's tough. Hopefully it was summertime.
It was. But it was, it's all that stuff like that where you think, it'll take this long, and
labour's
it takes
the hardest thing to measure.
It takes a bit longer by the time you calculate guys getting under, coming back out, dumping the soil somewhere, it's... Until
Labour's
you get
probably
into
the
jobs.
hardest one. Labour is probably the hardest one, renovation.
Yeah, it's tough. How do you do most of the workings for labour on estimating?
I look at it and put a figure onto it.
You go 3 guys, 6 weeks.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So I sort of look at it.
But when you know your crew and you've done enough jobs, you get a rough idea of pretty much know how long.
Yeah. So that's how I work it out.
Nice.
How many weeks on that part, and then add on 15%.
Nice.
So you sort of try and keep it on budget at the end of it.
Yeah. Well, you're still in business, man, so you're doing something right. So then we flowed on to this section here. So this was all done, and then did this start straight away after?
Well, this wasn't too far after, because that all links in. So that bridge all links into the. If you go around the corner, you'll see it linking.
Keen to get in there. So deck straight after.
So this has actually just been done. The deck.
Okay. Nice.
But the actual structure of the lean-to had to be built at the same time to.
Of course. Yeah. What's the go with this?
It's a fales.
Fales. That was the word Evan actually described very, very well.
Yeah.
Fales.
And it's designed from like the Samoan Pacifica feel.
Yeah.
Because Dennis, Elaine's husband, is Samoan, so they've sort of taken that back to his roots.
Sweet.
And yeah, that's what it's designed for. It's got that overhang, that big step pitch roof on the poles, kind of like the island sort of fales that you see.
Nice. What we're talking about is a dry decks roofing install, which is going in on this garage here. Typically would be a standard colour steel corrugated iron type, which is usually around $125 to $140 a square metre. So for this one, what we're reducing is building paper, no building paper underneath. So reducing the labour time and obviously the material cost of building paper, which works out around $4 a square metre. But for this one, will just be a standard iron finish on top. We will go for standard ridge flashings and barge flashings, so the cost will be the same there. But it works out to about a neutral cost difference by the time we remove labour and the materials for the building paper. But by the time we add up the additional cost for the dry decks tin, and as it's a new product. So this area is obviously going to be like, are they going to use a bit of like entertaining style spa?
Yeah.
Have you got any thoughts on doing the landscaping? Are you going to do landscaping?
We haven't quite got, well, we've got a little bit of a landscape plan, but we're sort of waiting to cross that bridge.
Okay.
But this is essentially,
Open plan.
this is all flowing in together, like that's carport, that's all open, shelter, which flows into here, which is pool table.
Cool.
Upstairs here is the bedroom, so they've got mattresses,
nice.
like the fale type
style.
You know, a little bar, that party kind of bar,
Entertainment
wash
zone.
up stuff, dartboards, sit around.
Did they put on was there a roof shout for this one, or?
We're still waiting.
We've got one more roof to go.
I was going to say, technically you're up for 3 roof shouts, I would say. You know, I'd be pushing that on them. Have they, I mean, always interesting, have they done any renovations or builds before? Because obviously they're living here, they're seeing...
Well, they weren't living here when we started, so they've lived here for the last month or so,
Okay.
Last month, but I think this was their holiday home. I'm not too sure how long. Was it?
So we had like the free run when we were doing this side of it. Yeah.
Because I think, I mean, that's where you can run in, not problems, but that's where you can get a lot of after hours extra admin work when people come home, check stuff, look at stuff, and then you've got
No, it hasn't really been an issue.
How did you, have you priced this separately, fale, sleep out, renovation?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
It was quite, it was a little bit fluid at the start. Well, not fluid, but it was a lot of information to go through with the pricing side of things.
Yeah.
So we tried to break it down as best we could.
Okay. Yeah, sweet as.
Different pots.
And then obviously whenever there was changes, you were having to do reprices or talk to the client, make sure they're happy.
It's sort of hard because when you send all the plans out, they can price the whole lot, but when you tell them to divide it all up, it gets a bit tricky, so it takes a lot more time to price it separately. You know, the sparky, the plumber, then the materials.
You
know, when you do look at materials, you're still a lump sum, and then you got to divide them through.
Three
then
zones.
you got to divide all the electrical power. It gets quite hard.
It's the services that are usually the most tricky.
Yes, it is,
Dividing those sections up, because where do you stop, though?
Exactly.
Where do you stop your part?
Yeah, I definitely noticed with my experiences pricing job into zones, like tab 1 would be the renovation, tab 2 would be here, but then you've got to go to every subby and be like, hey mate, plumber, I need you to price 3 separate zones. It can be quite a bit of work.
Yeah, it does kind of bump it as well, because when you start doing 3 lots of travel back to site and 3 lots of everything, you know. Are you guys managing all the same subs on this job? Have you gone out tender wise, or are you just always like, we have
preferred?
We tendered at the start, but I mean, we try and use who we know as well. So we've got those working relationships with
your key guys.
I mean, right from architects through to, you know, the finishings. We've built those relationships with people, so
if we need them here straight away, they'll drop it.
Yeah, nice.
If you tender it to someone else you don't really know, they probably won't put you first.
And I feel like it's risky. It's almost like hiring a new builder. You don't know what you're going to get, and then it's hard.
Yeah. So.
In regards of managing, like how do you structure your team, if you want to talk about that? Is Roscoe a leading hand on this job, foreman?
So he's a foreman, so we've got a couple of foremen. So Ross will take charge of this job. Then we've got another guy, Wills, will take another job.
Cool.
And then Darren will take another job.
So do they do a lot of like scheduling of the subbies, giving updates, running a project management software or
They give
something?
me a little bit, but I sort of...
You do the...
programming.
Okay, cool.
And then I tell the boys to see if it will work out.
Yeah, that's good.
Someone like Ross will maybe bring up a few of the subbies just to say come in earlier.
Yeah, sweet.
So as long as someone's communicating, but we have got time frames that most
need to
people
be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how many current projects are on the go at the moment for you guys?
5 maybe.
We've got this one and then another bigger one out Workshop Way, and then
yeah, that's good.
We do a lot of renovation, like bathrooms.
Yeah. Those are so good for cash flow
Bathrooms,
and
kitchens, we do a lot
even
of
just
stuff.
maintenance stuff. Like a lot of our clients, they just need stuff done at their houses, like stables repaired or that kind of thing. So that keeps us busy as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's the best local cafe? Because there's not one down here. Lads, what cafe are we using?
Roscoe. What's the best cafe around here?
Do you have a favourite cafe down in Cleveton? Nothing?
Nothing.
You're not a coffee drinker?
Like dairy on the corner and that's
On the corner, that's it.
Yeah, nice. Keen to have a look upstairs and then come down and talk a bit more about the busy stuff. That's cool. Do you know what the square metre rate was doing polished concrete? That's the price I've never been able to nail down.
It's about, for this, it's about 4 or 5 grand.
Yeah.
To polish it. So it's not saying it's any cheaper than carpet, it's probably dearer than carpet, but you've got to basically be careful when you're working on it. You've got to protect it, then you've got to polish it, grind it, then seal it.
Yeah.
So this has been grind just with a sealer. They wanted that sort of rough look, so you can polish it right up. So
underfloor heating?
No underfloor heating.
Sheesh, yeah. I mean, I personally, this is my dream finished floor of what I want one day, but I'm a bit of a softie. Is that all? That looks like it's all varnished in that as well? Varnished finish?
Yeah, it is all polyurethane. So to keep that natural timber look, and that's what Lane likes, full natural timber. And everything's measured perfectly, all the screws are all perfectly done. It's all done with engineer too, so we had to engineer specs. Because it is a balustrade holding. So that's why we got all the big screws, and they're all on angles and everything. So
and you've got a steel UB beam in here?
Yes, to hold the mezzanine.
Okay. And then would you class this as a scissor truss? Well, not really scissor truss, standard truss bolted to the UB beam?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. And then balustrade finish. Yeah, nice, man. So as we can see here, we're in sort of the sleep out area. This is an overflow sleeping area, obviously from like an entertaining or a little bit of a party zone. One item I really want to speak on is obviously working at heights, mezzanine type floor. And where, as a builder, this is where you can lose a lot of labor hours, setting up guys, obviously working flat off the floor, walking inside and out and doing items like installing jib. There's no real need to add additional time on for labor. Prime example, and I'm sure everyone can agree with me here, doing these detailed balustrading timber finishing trims on a mezzanine floor, working at heights, we all know there's a lot of additional time. I'd also like to point out that we have polished concrete floors here. So with the scaffold being moved around on this, we're probably not going to go directly off the bottom of the scaffold, potentially not just going to let the rolls wheel over the polished concrete floor. So we're either putting old carpet or protection style down on this floor or putting matting underneath the scaffold. There's a lot of moving the scaffold to each end, pinging string lines. We potentially needed 2 scaffolds or a scaffold and a ladder. Working in a team of 2, this isn't just like a one-man job where they can do it themselves. So these are items that when you're pricing and when you're looking at these jobs, anything that's second story, working off scaffold, mezzanine floors, these are the items that you need to factor in more setup time, dismantle time. And if you want to keep it easy and break out all your labor items like a nerd like myself, this is where I'll be putting a 15 to 20% buffer on those labor items, purely just to allow for extra time allowances and a potential slowdown of work. That's cool. And then what is this? This is like a laminate ply?
Laminate floor. So it's 100, I think it's 110 mil thick.
Yeah.
And it's a floor, so you don't have to have any joists or anything like that. So it's self-supported.
Just basically set it down there.
Set it down on the U-beam, so set down the U-beam, set down on the wall, and that was it. You screw it together.
Steel portal through here,
yeah,
sitting
massive
on
steel
there.
portal all the way through there.
Welded to that.
And then these both doors open up to give you that feeling.
Real keen to know, purple post. What's the...
Well, it's part of the Pacifica, the colours and the...
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, so...
That's a Toa Architect flair.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think the client picked the purple though, or maybe the tower said purple, and then the client picked the shades, the shade of purple.
So did you get real like into detail there with helping them pick all these kind of colours, or was that no?
Elaine did most of it.
Nice.
Yeah,
Man, that's easy.
She smashed it.
And she's very good at making decisions too.
Yeah,
when she makes one, that's done.
Yeah, done. Signed off.
Signed off. She knows what she wants.
Yeah,
that's it. So
yeah, it's real cool. Like just green, like little different quirky things. Yeah. That's cool. I'm keen to have a look upstairs, man, because yeah, that looks cool. That's pretty cool, actually, eh?
Yeah,
it is cool.
Yeah, it's like a sleep out, man. Yeah, it's cool.
I'd love have too many drinks coming back down.
Yeah. Did you? How'd you get these timber floors? Did you drop them in crane style or higher? How heavy were they?
Very heavy, but we had 4 of us.
Yeah.
But we got them in there.
Nice.
But yeah, we did it when there was no roof on or anything like that. So.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean it's it's just a sleeping zone, but it's kind of
it's
cool.
just overflow.
Yeah.
And they wanted that sort of rough look with the tech screws and all the plates. It's sort of that sort of.
I like that, man.
We were going to fill all this up, but they're like, no, we just want it.
Keep it. I reckon it looks so cool and natural.
Yeah, even the chips, they don't want us to fill anything. They just wanted that sort of look. So.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think jib plaster paint gets a little bit boring after a while, and you walk into so many group homes, and it's like it's cool to like have a flair, have something different, see some, and obviously they're going for that like timber finishy look, so it does look good at. Yeah. Right, I'm keen to we'll finish up here. Rightio. So what was the labour time on getting frames up here, man? I'm keen to labour time.
Labour time wasn't too bad, so it only took us probably 3 days to cut all the framing out.
Yeah.
And then probably a week to do the trusses and purlins. So they built the frames.
Pre-nail or stick frames?
No, we did them ourselves.
Yeah, okay.
Just around all the steel, and we find out you get a better job if
you
cut
nice.
that yourself.
300mm nib detail for waterproofing, so something you don't want to forget when you're pricing up a foundation. You're not just going a standard slab, say 25 squares at $5.50 a square, $500 a square meter. Don't forget, obviously, boxing up the outside, boxing up the inside, then you've got stripping, boxing, bracing, everything. So foundation details, this is quite a common detail now, obviously for a waterproofing detail. So when you're pricing a slab, it's not just a standard slab rate. Make sure you don't forget your exterior nib detail.
And because it's all been seen too.
Yeah.
Because they want to have a look at the nice tannalised timber.
So no lining on the inside?
No lining, they want to have a look
all
at
exposed.
It's all exposed, so you can see all the cables have got black conduit.
Yeah.
You know, everything's all safe for the power, so when you walk in there, it's all going to be open.
Yeah,
so
cool.
you keep that natural timber look where it's all through the whole property.
I mean, big cost saving as well, not lining any of that.
So you do have a bit more engineering if you can see all the cross braces and all
absolutely.
that. So there is a bit of money cost in that.
Yeah, I'm keen to jump in if we can jump through, that'd be cool. So we're just out here in the fale area. Obviously this job is broken down into 3 zones. We've had the existing renovation, the sort of new sleep out entertaining area, and more specifically, if you guys have a Harley, you're gonna love this. This is kind of like a drive-in through. There's gonna be a barn sliding door on this section here. Now I personally don't own a Harley, but this is, they are very hard to turn around, so what I've heard. So it's a drive-in section, drive all the way through, no turning around. As we can see here, quite a cool structure. This is all sort of open and exposed in through here. I was just talking with Roscoe, the lead builder, so all these linings on the inside are all exposed and open. So we'll see all these cross beams, all these long form Rio bolts going down all the way through the footing. Obviously jig had to be built up perfectly spaced, perfectly centered. So that is something that adds a lot of additional labor time. As we could imagine, if cladding's on the outside, interior linings on the inside, you don't have to be bang on perfect with spacings and dimensions halfway on the stud. So, these are little aspects where this can blow out from a $2,500 a square meter standard shed with no internal items. But this is where we can get up to the $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a square meter. High pitch roof, obviously all open area in here. No interior linings, but a lot of steel as well. Cross braces aren't cheap, a lot of engineering details. So yeah, it's quite an interesting structure. It's quite cool, and it's going to be quite high spec. Obviously there's a cedar cladding on the outside. Yes, it's not lined on the inside, but yeah, quite a cool Harley bay. Shout out if you've got a Harley. Cool.
So that's why you can open it all up.
Yeah,
because
nice.
People can be in here, there, and all through there.
Yeah. So the Harleys is probably not just the cost of the Harley, but where do I store the Harley?
So basically, there'll be
expensive
ply
hobby.
between there.
Yeah.
All the trusses will be all exposed, so everything's going to be seen.
Yeah,
nice.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet.
Very nice.
Yeah, interesting. Yes, I mean, did you even consider getting them pre-built, pre-framed, pre-nailed?
Not for this, because it's so much steel and so much rebating.
Yeah.
It's too hard really to work out for the pre-cut.
Yeah,
because there's steel all through it.
Yeah, you got a lot of bin
checking
connections
out
and stuff.
And it has to be
well.
nicely checked out through all the brackets and all that.
Yeah.
So.
Did Roscoe do all these checkouts?
Yeah, Ross did all the checkouts, and Dave.
He's good, man. Yeah.
So. So it all had to be worked out for all the sizing and checking. And
yeah. Did you have any idea what the linear meter rate was on steel? Is it like 880 or 850 a linear meter?
I'm not too sure, because he quoted a whole lot for the whole thing. Job. So there's steel in every single building, so to actually work out, but steel is not cheap.
Another thing I'm quite keen to point out is obviously the aspect of all the steel in here. So very close to the beach, all stainless steel fixings. Steel's obviously got to be hoisted and lifted in. I don't know if they got a high ad for this stuff in, but you know, steel's heavy, labor intensive. Bolting timber brackets to all these steel beams is a lot of extra time. Stainless steel fixings, as we can see all throughout the garage, is steel everywhere in here, and also in our overflow entertainment area as well. So yeah, just factoring in steel costs, obviously there's the cost of the steel, the delivery, installing the steel, strapping, and then whatever fixings and bolts you're using for steel. So obviously, because they've gone for like a different style fale feeling garage style here, steel is something that we've needed to put in just to remove internal walls and timber frames. So we've obviously got a portal here and a steel opening the whole way along, so it's helping the fale look like a fale. Do you ever bet, like, will you take a job like this and sort of do like a rough back cost and for future jobs?
We always do, so everything's all on. So we'll work out, so our timesheets and all that, we'll sit down and go framing for the Momoia or the fale. So we'll have it all broken down. So the boys will get on their phones and work out how many hours per job.
Nice.
And then we can back charge going, okay, this is 4,000 hours for this. Cladding took this. Concrete work through this. So when we come to another job like this, we just bring up that folder and we know what sort of roughly the hours are for jibbing, framing, flooring.
And do you roughly do all the new kind of client chit chats when new inquiries come in?
Most of it, yeah. We consult together. So when we have a job come through, it's Lance and I that go up to site. Sweet. Just do the initial, like, chew the fat, talk to the client, see what they want, where they need to be. Like some people are like, we want top end, and we know we're going that way. We're going to those architects with them. Or if they're like, we just want something good, you know, something, then we just try and match people up with who we think is going to be best to start the process. Some people already have plans drawn and they come to us, and that's when we go, we talk to them. You know, do you want mid? Do you want high? Where's your scale of where you want stuff finished? And then start the ball rolling like that. Normally we bring subbies and all the trades back to the site and do a bit of a walkthrough with them.
At that stage, have you gotten a budget indication out of them? Like, is that a pretty early on
People get a bit funny about picking budgets early, and it's not because we want to take their money, it's because we want to know where we're going, you know? So we try and get a little bit of an estimate to see, or just what have you kind of allowed for the job, you know?
What are your guys, I don't want to use the word red flags, but when you're doing that first initial consult, what are some things that you're trying to dig out or find to be like, this could be not our ideal client?
We got to get on with the relationship with the architect and the actual clients, because if you're not going to get on with the clients, to me it's like no go, because you're going to have to work them for a year or two.
Yeah, it's a long process.
So personalities probably. Like do you actually, can you get along as just on a personal level to start with?
And then imagine trying to get a $50,000 invoice.
So probably if we don't get on and we sort of done it for a long time, we just pull out if we didn't get the right vibes, you know.
Nice. Nice.
So I think it all comes down to me and Jan, and we'll be like, do you want to do this or not? And we just say no. We just ring up and be polite that.
Fair enough.
Going to turn it down, you know.
Do we want to? I'm happy to.
We can stand under the
covery type thing if you want. Cool. Happy days. Because this is a good. I love talking about this topic because everyone's different, man. So.
And that's why I think it's relationship you need to build first. So you've got that trust. Who do you really want to build with? Who do you want to go on the journey with? To build your dream home or do your massive renovation.
Exactly.
Because that's probably the biggest part that you need to work out first. Because cost it's here or there. Everyone's probably going to be about the same. If you're all working on the same plan in the end, you're all going to be about the same. It's just who's put it in the price and who hasn't.
That's right.
You know?
I'd agree. But obviously for your company, back costing and you just know where you are for new clients. Hey, the last one was roughly 8 to 10,000 a square.
Yeah.
You can go and work out the math yourself if that's within your vicinity.
Yeah.
We're happy to play ball, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah. No, that's good. It's always interesting talking pricing, eh? So it's just such a big topic, and I feel like even in the last like 1 to 2 years, it's been more of a key topic because everyone's so, maybe not you guys, but a lot of people have been noticed a massive drop in work. So price is a huge thing. But when like our other conversation, that's where you get into bad waters, man. So no good.
Yeah, I mean, we're not necessarily here to be the richest builders, but we are both very passionate about what we do, and we love the relationships that we build with clients. And I mean, most of our clients we're still in talking terms with afterwards. You know, we can go and rock up to their house and have a beer, and we still communicate lots.
Most of our clients always ask us to come down.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's, I mean, we just love what we do. But we also have to make money to be in business as well. We can't do it for free.
Yeah. Can you guys take a 2-week holiday and switch off, or is it pretty hard? No?
No. I don't think I've had a 2-week holiday. No.
We do take it, but we're always, like, you're always on the phone, or there's emails that come in.
What we try and do is I'll take a week off.
Yeah.
Jan will stay back, and then Jan will take a week off, I'll stay back. So it's sort of like that, but I think that's how it's been, eh? Like, I think the longest we've been away is probably 4 days, 5 days.
Unless Christmas, we find everyone shuts down at Christmas. Like, no one cares at Christmas. But then come 5th of January, everyone's been thinking about their projects over Christmas. They want stuff done by the 10th of January.
So I try and go around every job once or twice a week.
Yeah, nice.
So I'll be here once or twice a week, the next job once. So basically when you do that, your whole 5 days are taken up.
Oh, man.
You know, and then I probably do paperwork at night time when I get home.
Yeah. Well, RapidQS might be able to take that problem off your hands.
Sounds like it,
No, good stuff. Cool. Yeah, that was awesome. Cool. Thank you very much, man. That was good.